wasn't so very far away. Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this year's RTS Devon and Cornwall Student Awards at the wonderful Barbican Theatre. I'm Mike Baker, RTS committee member and senior journalism lecturer at Plymouth Marjon University. Okay, good. That's the right response, muted and sympathetic. Okay, I'm thrilled we've all gathered here today to celebrate some of the best young filmmakers and television talent for 2025. I can't see you, but that's you. We've selected the best work from across the region from students over the age of 16, which have been meticulously scrutinized by our judging panels, watching a record total of 35 films to reach an incredible 22 nominations across 7 main categories and 5 craft categories. Say all that on one breath. Now, if you're not sure who or what the RTS is, Royal Television Society, is, then you're in the wrong place. But hopefully there's a film for you to watch to explain everything.
There's no golden age, every age is a golden age.
Looking at the list of nominations, I'm reminded of how very good British television is and how very long tonight will be.
I don't know where I'd be without my gaze.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Britain, perhaps I should say.
Yeah, sorry about this, it's almost like Sky.
I do not need any more work. That is not what this is about. I would love some bloody competition. Thank you.
To be in this room right now is so special for me because you guys are the unsung heroes, man.
This is the first award thing. All I want to say is thank you!
So the winner of the undergraduate animation category is... It's like the X Factor, isn't it? I always wanted to do this.
I'm loving this for me, to be honest.
But rarely is there an opportunity to focus purely on the workforce, the freelancers without whom the UK film and TV industry would not be so economically and creatively successful.
It's really busy. There's so many people that want to get into production. How do I do it?
We're going to start by taking a look at a photograph, please.
I always wanted to be a journalist. I always wanted to do the news.
You can grow, you can learn, and there are tricks to what we do.
It's a long road, and you know, if you stay on the road, you'll get to where you want to go.
And I believe in that. I believe in branding ourselves onto the landscape and knowing that those shows then travel all across the world.
I just want to add to this love letter to the Midlands, all right?
Oh, wow.
And RTS, man, you're like the Harrods of awards, you know? It's like if you got nominated and you win, you know, yeah, there's special sauce there. So thank you, guys.
Some really good advice about maybe not what to do in your acceptance speech. Maybe don't tell everyone where to go and say that you don't need any more work. That's just some advice from me. Okay, let's get your host out here, which I must admit I'm rather nervous about. She's just there. She's the undisputed queen of Southwest News at 6:30 every night on BBC One. There she is, bringing us the day's news. Well, not tonight, because she's here with us. Much more than just a presenter. She's a journalist, producer, singer, chef, and expert doggy walker, to name a few. She also has a cake named after her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage BBC Spotlight's Victoria Graham.
Thank you very much. Possibly not many of you know who I am because you've got better things to do at 6:30 in the evening, but I'm a very serious, super cool news journalist who is standing in front of you very nervous. I went into television because I didn't like to see the whites of people's eyes, and luckily the lighting is so good tonight that I can't see any of you anyway. But I had a little bit of advice tonight from Father Peter, who is just sitting down here, who's come up from Red Roof. I think he's in one of the films tonight from Falmouth University. Any university students there from Falmouth? And he said to me, don't be nervous, they're not here to shoot you down in flames. So thank you very much indeed. And yes, you can leave for your 8:30 train if you'd like to, Father Peter. But also he said about the students, he said, they treated me with so much respect, and I've come here tonight because this is hugely important. It's such an important night, and these awards are just fabulous. So congratulations to all of you just for being nominated. It doesn't really matter about winning, although it's great to win. It's just about being here and being part of it and enjoying the journey. You are the future. I think so much at the moment as a journalist, you're told that television doesn't matter anymore, that people aren't watching, young people aren't watching television. But television is just so fabulous, isn't it? And you are making it, and you are the future. So don't believe that. There's a great future ahead of many of you, and take every single opportunity. Right, housekeeping. If there's a fire alarm, please don't run. Wait for the ushers to come in. There are fire exits at the back and also at the side, but I've been told to tell you, do not go down the main staircase. This is an old building. That is the first thing that will go up in flames. So don't go down there. Okay, also, when you are winning an award, please come up here. Grab your award from the brilliant sponsors we've got here tonight who will have your award. And then please make your way over to the banner here. Lucy and Ian will be taking your photographs. They're volunteering from Arts University Plymouth. So let's hear it for Ian and Lucy. They would like a photo of you all with your judge, and then one without, and maybe do something silly, because it's going to go down in history, and you'll have that photograph for the rest of your lives and look back and go, wow, weren't we idiots that night? And then come over here if you'd like to say something, if you'd like to thank the people who helped you make your film, then please come and say what you like, but keep it decent. No, don't keep it decent. Say what you want. Is everybody ready for a good night? Great. Okay, so let's crack on with some of your magic. Here's a look at this year's nominees. There clearly have been fantastic films made. It brings back memories of my degree at St John's in York. I did drama, film and television. We made nothing like this, and the subjects have just moved on so much. I've just noticed, actually, it's a little post-it note as well. I just want to mention the fabulous Days behind me, who is giving out the awards tonight, my little helper, who's, just in case I'm nervous, giving me a Freddo. Thank you. Okay, so first up is Saving the Planet. To present this award on behalf of Sea Dog Productions is development producer Stace Travascus. Don't eat my Freddo.
Oh. Thank you. So at Sea Dog, we've always showcased those who feel passionate about the environment. And I'm sure everyone will agree that this is such an important category, and it tells the stories of people who are doing their bit to help save our planet. So here are the nominees.
I'm always in the sea, rain or shine, all year round. But the sad thing about that is I do get to see the changes. So when you're going in every day in the same areas, I do get to see what's changing in the ocean, and even locally, the ocean is in jeopardy.
I grew up in Cape Town on the beaches there, and I kind of grew this real deep love for the ocean there. We kind of as a family sat down and all figured out that we all really love the sea and we want to do something to fight climate change. And so a few years down the line, here we are, and we started Wales's first seaweed and shellfish farm.
Biodiversity is having as many different species as possible that can perform a range of functions that can then build strength into ecosystems, and in this case soil. The reason why it's important is because imagine you've got as many diverse types of microbes in the soil, and then the situation changes. So you may have a heavy rainfall, and so the conditions change. If you've got more different types of microbes, more biodiversity, you can then have the microbes that are able to cope with those conditions, so that your system can continue to function even though the conditions have changed.
Along with my fellow judges, we thought Green Ocean Gold had very high production values, was well constructed with a clear narrative, as well as some beautiful, cinematic imagery. Whilst How Do We Keep Our Earth Alive managed to engage us in the world of worms, soil, and the importance of the organisms within it, which is no mean feat. And I'm thrilled to announce that the winner of Saving the Planet is, drumroll, Green Ocean Gold.
Hello, everyone. I just want to say thank you to Falmouth University, cast and crew, everyone who was involved in making the film. It was an amazing process. I learned a lot personally, and it's like an exploration of what's possible and how we can work with community and just think kind of outside the box to, yeah, save our planet, I guess. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, RTS, and yeah, have a good night.
Brilliant stuff, and that first one went really smoothly. Don't want to jinx it, but it did. Okay, the next one is journalism. Oh, and it's me. Okay, I'm going to present this one. I'm also going to cook the noodles and pour some drinks later. Yes, it's all about multi-skilling. I'm locking up too. Working in the Beeb, you have to be multi-skilled. You all know that anyway. Just like this year's nominees, up for everything and prepared to do everything. You've used your skills to bring us stories that you feel are passionate about. So let's take a look.
Internal garden works by a very simple process. We have these bulldog clips, and we put the bulldog clips on each of the plants, for example. Now what that does, it takes electrical impulses from both these plants and it sends it to this silver box here. The silver box then turns that into a MIDI signal, which sends that signal to an iPad. So you can choose any instrumentation that you want, but each plant will play it differently. Then we send that signal into the backpack so people can feel the sound.
The Fire Dojo in Plymouth is a mix of flamethrowing and martial arts. Well, it promises to be a lively evening here this evening, and they're just setting up ready to start. I've been promised go later on as well, which I'm just a little bit worried about.
I started as an escapologist, so I used to escape things, and moved into magic, and then I got pretty excited by doing some, martial arts and fire.
Hundreds of people came together and joined the Reclaim the Night March for violence against women and young girls in Plymouth.
I just feel the turnout just proves how large the issue is.
Every year, 100 women are killed by men in the UK. On average, that's one woman every 2.6 days.
We're sick of seeing the rising numbers in Plymouth specifically, with not as much being done as we would hope so.
I mean, there's some real competition here for television stations. This is the sort of stuff that needs to be going on Spotlight, for instance. I'll take your emails later. Please get in touch. Now, the judges thought the storytelling of hooking yourself up to a plant and feeling it sing in Finding Your Eternal Garden was exceptional. The bravery of Christine Griffin holding a torch full of fuel near a fire breather didn't go unnoticed in Fire Dojo. And returning nominee Isabel Skye Taylor showcased her talents by capturing disturbing accounts of violence against women in Reclaim the Night. And the winner is Finding Your Internal Garden.
Drip on the way, rap, feel sad and bricks. Half a cake on the way, Take a flight, you wanna take a lift. On the Molly man, he's on the way, I might take it a shot, I might take it a risk. It don't matter, baby, I'm straight,
Feel like I'm in Prince's house, purple paint all on the walls, Sitting down on this fancy couch and I can't see straight, I'ma stay, 22, I'm in Paris, baby, got strippers in my face, Roll up in a Bentley, I'm Christian, I'm Fendi, I'm a Prada.
Mark James, is that right? Yeah. Thanks to the University of Plymouth and Justin Wigan.
My friend took his own life a few months after I made this, and it's about mental health and how we connect with nature to help our internal garden. And I think that the time he spent surfing together and being around the woodlands and being in nature helped him to hold on for a bit longer. And I want to do that for Harry, my friend Harry. So, yeah. So, go for a swim, touch a plant, listen to what they sound like. It's really cool. And Justin Wigan, who put this together, he's really cool guy. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Well done. Congratulations. Well done. And it just goes to show when you feel so passionate about something, the result is even better. Okay, let's move on. Let's roll out factual short form. Please welcome co-head of film for Inizio Engage XD, Alice Kilpatrick.
Thank you, and good evening, everyone. As specialists in producing high-end films for brands and businesses, it's always a thrill to judge this category, and this year didn't disappoint. Saving our oceans, dealing with bullying and racism, and supporting kids with autism was just some of the hard-hitting topics that this year's filmmakers were out to highlight. Here are the nominations.
Show your stuff, Elijah.
The first time I experienced racism, I was like 6 or 7. There was this kid in the year above me. I came over to play with them all on the playground, and he was like, "Go away, black kid." I realised that I was different, that I clearly wasn't like the white kids in my class. The discrimination, it just got worse in secondary school. Kids were now like using slurs. The school didn't help teach the class on racism and discrimination. They think they did, but they didn't.
I started to realise that James' development was quite different to my other sons. He really didn't like to go into school. He still needed a lot of help and support to get dressed. That's when we created Jam Up. We initially created a kind of mock-up, sort of little digital game for him. It was really simple, just a stick man getting dressed. And James responded really well to it and really liked it. For me as a parent, it's been really positive for my journey as well of understanding more about autism, because the more parents and carers that you speak to, the you understand everyone gets it, you're all in the same kind of club.
In 2022, global carbon dioxide emissions were at an all-time high, approximately 37.5 billion metric tonnes, which is equivalent to the volume of 14.85 billion Olympic-sized swimming pools. Now, our oceans absorb approximately 25% of these emissions, and with the delicate ecosystems which exist there, such as seagrass meadows, kelp forests and coral reefs, the devastating impacts are happening at such an unprecedented rate.
My fellow judges and I were impressed by the strength and bravery of all these films, so well done to the nominees. We thought the producer of Black and White, Nay Marceline, did a sensitive job of handling tough stories of racism and bullying experienced by Elijah, and this film delves into the origins of racial slurs, microaggressions, and the importance of diversity, and is a thought-provoking watch. Jam Up delivered a wonderful insight into parents whose children have autism, and the team clearly had a great rapport with their young contributors, whose playful and infectious enthusiasm really comes across on screen. And Sea Change took us beneath the waves to highlight the hard truths of the ocean's health, filmed in multiple locations and enhanced with elegant graphics and beautifully shot interviews. In a hard-fought battle, the winner of factual short form is Sea Change.
You better run and hide, baby, I know where you were last night. So I'm lighting up the sky, setting fire to your paradise. You better run and hide, baby, I know where you were last night. So I'm
Thank you so
lighting up
much.
the
What I'd like to do is I'm going to say a few words on behalf of Anna,
But also, when we take the photos, I know she would really like her colleagues from the University of Plymouth to be in the photograph. So that's a request. So I'm asking people if they would kindly go up onto the stage now by the banner so they can have the photo with the award. And now I'm going to just say a few words whilst those people make their way up onto the stage. Thank you very much. So these are Anna's words. She says, "Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to sincerely apologise for not being here tonight, along with Talia and Theo, who couldn't make it because of work commitments. We truly wish we could be there, surrounded by so much talent, as well as our fellow students and professors from the University of Plymouth. A huge thank you to Linda Ward and John Spicer for guiding us with their knowledge and passion. We are beyond grateful, and we hope this documentary inspires others to take action. Thank you once again," Anna says. "Together, let's make waves for our oceans."
You've been messing with her, don't mess with me. Tell me how you lie so easily. You've been messing with her, don't mess with me. You better run and hide, baby. I know where you were last night.
I meant to say at the beginning as well, just watch the steps when you come up because they are steep. Now, if that factual was a little too short for you, there's a surprise because the RTS has unveiled a brand new category, factual long. See what they did there? To tell us more is an RTS award-winning documentary director who thinks the battlegrounds of Afghanistan, African savannas, and sub-zero temperatures of the Arctic are all fun days at the office. Try working at Spotlight, that's a hostile environment. Everyone go slightly mad now for Greg Lander Williams.
Thanks, Victoria. But I think I'll give the newsroom a little swerve. Not that crazy. So, good evening, everyone. The judges really enjoyed watching all the entries and would like to commend Behind the Badge for its strong concept and pitch perspectives for its diverse range of opinions and insights. Both submissions from Cornwall College Camborne showed great creativity and promise. However, factual long form is notoriously difficult to master, requiring not just strong storytelling, but also the ability to maintain engagement over a longer period. After really careful consideration, the judges made the difficult decision that this year's entries didn't quite meet the high standard required for such an award. The judges encourage all the entrants to keep pushing forward and refining their craft. There's so much potential, and the future work will certainly be worth watching. Thank you to everyone who participated, and I really hope that we get to see some of your work in the future.
In other news now, it's been reported that a mouse was spotted in the foyer of this very building not 20 minutes ago. This sounds like a perfect Spotlight story. We love animals. A witness told us the strangely coloured mouse was arguing with organisers, saying it was here to present an award for animation. Oh, that must be Dan Willers from Yellow Mouse Studios. Come up, Dan.
Well, no. Hi, everybody. For the record, I wasn't arguing. It was just a discussion, or even a bit of teasing, or should I say, cheesing.
Did you write that?
I wrote that one. I just got to power up. Hold on. There we are. Last year, Falmouth University had all 3 nominations for this category. Well done. Whereas this year, I'm pleased to say, Arts University Plymouth and City College Plymouth were out to change that. There's some truly unbelievable talent on show this year, all using different techniques to convey their stories. Let's take a look.
Somehow through that there, we connect.
My cheeks that my sister loves to hold seem to swell twice their size, far too big for such small hands to hold. Far too much to see without blinking, too complex to comprehend. I spiral and time blinks away. Started at 9 and it's already 10:15. I hate my face and I hate my hair. I wish my body looked like theirs. But I know no amount of makeup or what style I change my hair to can hide my thoughts of disgust and I wish to start anew.
Cool, right? Pretty awesome. The judges thought A Heartbeat Away featured some beautiful drawings and some lovely character movement. Weird Cops took us on a wild ride through a comic book landscape with engaging sound design. And we were extremely moved by the process and the story of Wrong Reflection and the way it dealt with body dysmorphia. But as they say, there can only be one. And this year, the winner for animation is Weird Cops.
Heya. Oh, that's loud. Heya, this is absolutely terrifying. I want to say thank you to Falmouth University entirely. Thank you to, oh, they've disappeared. All right. Thank you to my producer. Thank you to everybody, and well done to the other films that animated as well. Some really nice animation. We looked through some, and yeah, no, we just want to say well done to that as well. But thank you for this and everything. But yeah. Thank you.
Well said. It's not easy when you get up here. Okay, let's move on. Entertainment and comedy drama is up next. And I'm told this is where the reckless and crazy films lie. Is that right? I'm so up for reckless and crazy. Let's get our next sponsor up. From the team at Rock Oyster Media, please give it up for Development Assistant Producer and RTS Committee Member, Tara Stones.
Thanks, Victoria. Hi, everyone. Like all good assistant producers, I've been sent here tonight on behalf of my creative director, Charlotte Davis, who helped judge this category because she's not keen on the spotlight. No, Victoria, I don't mean your program. I mean the spotlight. Charlotte told me to tell you that some of these films were indeed crazy, most were really funny, and one was utterly bonkers to the point of brilliant. Here's a little snippet of them now.
I heard the job is a success. Now we're gonna have to clean that money. Need that dough. I want to see that bread. I'll be around soon. The cops are being red hot at the moment. Lay low and bury your head in the sand.
All I wanted to do was fly away from this town. But then I hear some lone gunslinger has been turning my boys into a fistful of feathers. So, you got my attention. What is it I can do for you? What's the matter? Seagull got your tongue?
Now, when you get to hell, you tell the devil, I like my bird medium rare.
Tonight, I'm going to tell you a story about a girl called Maisie and a helpful little gnome called Grimble.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Truth Bombs with Il Chimp. I am getting very, very sick of this lie we are being peddled that gnomes are safe.
This Il Chimp.
I've heard about him actually. He's nuts.
I have. He's been on my feed. He's been on my feed quite a few times.
Every single person on this planet will be vaccinated with gnome DNA.
He believes that gnomes are real.
And it's falling on the morning fast, and all the folks between that this is terrible. 400 or 500 feet into the sky. Oh, the humanity!
Charlotte also told me to tell you that this is one of the hardest years of judging and to congratulate all the nominees on a job well done. Congratulations, nominees, on a job well done. She said that Dirty Money was full of funny gags which were supported by clever sound design. The judges loved the notion of a gunslinger shooting dead a seagull in Flying High at Noon, and the Western theme was executed brilliantly. They were thrilled to see the Killer Gnomes were back for a second year, and that Gnomegeddon was on one of the best sequels since Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. Oh my God, Charlotte loves The Rock. And finally, the judges were completely satisfied that Stanley Pilkington's Big Boom Party Disaster has maintained their utter fear of clowns with striking visuals and beautifully warped audio. So, with the narrowest of margins between them, I can reveal that the winner of the entertainment and comedy drama is Gnomegeddon.
To his bed. Now I'm getting in the car, wrecking all my plans. I know I should stop, but I can't. And I told my friends it was asleep, but I never said where. In his jeans. And I pull up to your place on the second floor, and you're standing smiling at the door. And I'm sure I've seen much hotter men, but I really can't remember when. My brain goes, oh.
fine.
Yes, I know that he's my ex, but can't two people reconnect? I only see him as a friend. Biggest lie I ever said. Oh, yes, I know that he's my ex, but can't two people reconnect? I only see him as a friend.
The Gnomespiracy is real. I just want to say the fact this was nominated in comedy is actually quite offensive to me. This is a piece of pure journalism. But I did get to work with all of my family and friends to make this, and I appreciate that more than anything. But this trophy is very nice too. To be honest, I don't do it for the passion of film at all. I do it purely for credibility and glass. So thank you very much. Thank you to Falmouth University as well. I had a good time. So yeah, cheers.
Time now for the last of the main awards, drama. Father, I think it's going to be the later train at this stage. Okay. Now, historically, this category receives the most entries, and this year was no different because 5 of the 11 films entered have been nominated. And to help whittle them down was Managing Director of Screen Cornwall, Laura Giles.
So thank you and good evening. After many years of judging this category, my fellow judges and I have never seen a cross-section films like this, which was wonderfully refreshing. Gone were the drug-taking and gallons of fake blood, as we welcomed in sci-fi, period drama, and 60s and 70s vintage. Let's take a look at this year's nominations.
What the fuck, Sue? Well, if you want to fucking pay for it, you do it then.
So would you please entertain me and your father as to why you were looking at the Hindmarsh boy?
Emma! Thomas, you were never to step foot near that family under any circumstances.
Ryan, status? What the fuck's going on? Where are we? Where am I?
Ryan, my boy, I need to tell you something.
Ryan, status? Ryan, do you copy?
Whose house is that, Stella? Whose house is it?
It's my grandma's house. But
Your
I haven't
grandma's
put
on the road.
So you should have a party on the Eiffel Tower.
A party on the Eiffel Tower? Wow.
That's what my auntie's having this year.
Do you have any
What about your dad? Mum.
I have a car.
What about your dad?
What type? What type of car? Nothing very exciting, nothing extravagant. What about a Lamborghini? That's extravagant. I wish it was a Lamborghini.
Big adventure with your family. It's going to be
Listen, my eldest hasn't been very well this week. She's been sick almost every day.
So the test results have come back.
Are you absolutely certain?
100%.
Who is it? Who?
Have you not heard about her girl? They found her down in the boatyard with one of the Henderson lads.
What a nightmare.
Indeed.
So 5 excellent films, all worthy of winning. The judges thought Binglitter executed lovely moments using film and featured some very natural and compelling scenes. Blood Ties was beautifully shot and cleverly edited, using locations and costumes to transport us back in time, a highly polished piece with great emotional depth. We then got sent to Mars for Breathe and commend the team for taking on sci-fi and think their Red Planet scenes were very well produced. Glitter delivered wonderful opening scenes with clever writing and excellent acting from the children, and the judges were impressed and intrigued at the subject of loneliness. To finish off, the judges and I could almost smell the lino flooring in Sub Rosa, as the film dealt with the harsh treatment of women who fell pregnant out of marriage in the 50s through to the mid-70s. With strong imagery and narrative, we were suitably impressed. So, the winner for drama for 2025 is Sub Rosa.
You're getting away, I will prove you wrong. I'll take you all the way, boy, just come along. Hear me when I say, hey. It's murder on the dance floor, but you better not kill the groove. You better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna burn this goddamn house right down. Oh, I know. There may be others, and so. You'll just have to pray. If you think you're getting away, you better not kill the groove. Hey, it's murder on the dance floor, but you better not steal the moves, DJ. Gonna turn this house around somehow. Murder on the dance floor.
Thank you. I'm not very good at making speeches, but I just want to say thank you to my wonderful cast and crew who made this film possible, and also sort of Falmouth, because without them, I don't think the film would have been made in the same way. Yeah, and they also just sort of like dealt with my constant questions and like constant visits to their office. So yeah, and the subject of the film is very important to me, and a lot of these women have gone a long time without their voices being heard, and I just think, for me, that's what film and television's about, is like giving people voices. So, yeah.
Now, before we celebrate all things crafty, I do have a little surprise Q&A. It's only a short one, can't resist it. Over the years, I've interviewed many, many people. One of the most recent big ones, I'd say, is the former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and soon after he lost his job. But I don't want the next guest to be frightened about that. They are tonight's event sponsors, so please clap very, very loudly for Jordan, Airzy, and Ollie O'Reilly from Trio. Thanks for joining us up here. Just first of all, tell us a little bit about Trio.
Want to go? You got the mic. So Trio really kind of started in this industry, in the creative industry. So we do all things creative tech, and that's really about focusing on, productions and making TV happen. Whether that's kind of, behind camera or helping things to actually make it to TV. So, yeah.
And you were born on top of a Swiss mountain, is that right?
Do you want to say this?
You were about to say that.
No. It was in an Austrian snowy mountain that the idea for Trio kind of formed. So we set up all of the tech at the top of a mountain, provided internet when there wasn't anything there, obviously, and 300 staff, Wi-Fi, computers, the whole thing. And we just really thought to ourselves, there's a market here for people like us who really care and want to make stuff happen. And we did what any good story does and headed straight to the bar in Austria. And the idea for Trier was written on all the napkins. So still got those napkins to this day.
And from that napkin, you made things happen, quite obviously. What's your most ambitious project that's been successful? I know this wasn't the question, but I'm asking.
Yeah, no. So that one was huge. Yeah. So like I said, there's a crew of 300, and not only were the weather conditions obviously a challenge, but in terms of it being remote and getting the kind of infrastructure in place, and also facilitating live broadcasts at the same time. So it wasn't just your kind of film, take rushes back and edit. This was crucial live mission critical video. So yeah, I think that for us is probably one of our proudest moments.
I know this is simple stuff on Spotlight, but how come I still get a 4-second delay from Plymouth to Exeter during an interview? Could you sort that?
We can definitely try.
Great. You're hired. What would your advice be to all of the students out here today?
I mean, there's a lot of resources out there, right? I mean, you've got the typical ones like Talent Manager, Facebook groups and stuff like that. But there's also stuff like, screenskills.com, and they have a lot of apprenticeships on there. I know Jordan's a big advocate for an apprenticeship. He was an apprentice himself. So, and I would also just say, you've got to be quite, it can be a hard industry to navigate. So I'd say, be bold, be maybe slightly annoying and pester, and just don't be afraid to put your neck out and really go for it, because just standing back and being quiet maybe won't get you that far. So, yeah, just keep banging that drum.
We've all pestered, haven't we? We've all pestered. Thank you so much, and will you stay to award the next?
Of course.
Thank you very much. Okay, so the RTS is proud to recognise and celebrate those people who've displayed excellence in their field, and there are 5 categories up for grabs, including writing, production design, camera, sound, and editing. First up, it's production design.
The judges were highly impressed with this year's winner, who showed they understood their role to the tiniest detail and executed every scene to perfection. There can't be a vintage shop in the Southwest that wasn't scoured for the enormous amount of props featured in this film.
And the winner is Sub Rosa.
Still half your age. Yeah, you looking at me like I'm some sweet escape. Obvious that you want me, but I said I would want myself. Baby, please believe me. I'll put you through hell just to know me, yeah. So sure of yourself, baby, don't get greedy. That shit want it well. He said I'm just curious. Is this for real or just an I can't tell if you love or hate me. Never met someone like that. Got me so crazy. Did you know you got that effect? I said, let me check, yeah. I would want myself. Baby, please believe me. I'll put you through hell just to know me, yeah.
Jeannie isn't here, but she did a fantastic job, and she didn't give me any words to say, but thank you very much for this, and yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Well, next up, it's wordsmiths, the pen pushers, the gurus of grammar. You've got it, it's writing. It's something that I absolutely love. Writing the headlines, writing the news. And here to present the award is someone actually that I've always looked up to, I've always been in awe of, but also a little bit scared of, and I don't know why. I think it's because I always wanted to be a bit like her. She's now managing director, my former colleague, of Ocean City Media, and writer extraordinaire, Samantha Smith.
Thank you, Victoria. Hello, everyone. I really love this element of the awards because everything starts with the writing, right? And it always really amazes me the level of skill and maturity in the writing of the films that we see. And the winner of this award showed incredible attention to detail, to everyday dialogue of two friends who are dealing with their emotions. And it's so much harder than you think to write free-flowing conversations. So I'm very pleased to announce that the winner of the award is Ben Glitter.
On DVD.
I really did not expect this one at all, but actually this means so much to me because this is the film that made me realize I wanted to be a writer, and I think writing queer stories is really important, especially female queer stories, so I'm really honored to be able to represent that. And I have Jazz here because Jazz is the reason that I was able to come out and to be able to write about two friends, but also find myself a lot, and she's going to be in my career for a really long time because I get to know her. So, thank you. So nice. Well done. Brilliant stuff. Really, really, really good. Congratulations.
Well, with the script in place and the set dressed, it's time to button on for the Camera Award. But before we turn over, we need our next sponsor, who is Managing Director for the Crewing Company. It's Laura Davis.
Long way, sorry. Thank you, Victoria. Hi, everybody. As somebody who has many camera operators on the books, I'm excited to see so much talent on the show this year, and I have no doubt that we'll be seeing your handiwork really soon on our screens. The film that caught the attention of the judges did so with a level of polish that could be broadcast without any trouble. On show was the beautiful use of slow motion, shallow depth of field on contributor profiles, not to mention engaging B-roll and delightful drones. Please, please, please keep what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And the winner of the Craft Award for Camera goes to Green Ocean Gold.
Kiss me, we'll talk for hours and lie on the backseat. Everything changes, you won't reply, I'ma go back to strangers.
Well, this is unexpected. I actually shot this in my first year of university, so to be on a grad project like that is just so really special. So I want to thank Olaf and Charlie for kind of believing in me that early, having having not shot at university before, so kind of crazy. So yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Well, next up, it's the needle watchers, the fader uppers, the track layers, it's the soundies, and to voice the opinions of the judges, it better not be distorted, and hand out the award is head of audio from 2-4 post-production, Jeremy Locke.
Thank you, Victoria. Good evening, everyone. So, someone's written a script for me. It says, I love to see the word sound on the screen in front of me, so much so that I have it tattooed all over my body.
Hang on. Where?
Well, most of you in the audience will never find out if that's true. So, when choosing the location, the team from this year's winner certainly had their work cut out. But the judges were literally blown away by the level of thought and the use of multi-layered tracks to achieve the most realistic of soundscapes. The audio for this film is a huge start, so well done, team. The craft winner for audio is, this one must be mine, Breathe.
This ain't Texas, ain't no holding. Lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your Lexus and throw your keys out. Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a come take it to the floor. I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a come take it to the floor now. There's a heat wave coming at us. Too hot to think straight, too cold to panic. All of the problems just feel dramatic. Now we're running to the first spot that we find.
I'd just like to say thank you very much. Breathe. Thank you very much. Big up Rufus.
And Breathe. Now, the final craft award for this evening is editing. And waiting to rename this event to RTS Student Awards Final Master is producer Abby Davey and technical manager Alex Nicol from Silverstream TV.
Hello. It's actually just me tonight. Alex sends his apologies. So, the judges were unanimous in their decision for this award with an enormous amount of different skills on display, switching seamlessly from crisp, clean cutting to old school, children's telly, great use of glitch effects, and super fresh social media styles. This was a trip to remember. And the winner is Nomageddon.
Never mind, feels like you were never mind. Go lose myself in the arms of a stranger. And yeah, it sucks sometimes in love. You try your best, but it doesn't work out, and it don't matter either way. Oh yeah, whatever, we were never good together. I'll be here and you say that.
there's something about sitting in a dark room and watching yourself say Sigma male over and over again that really has negative mental health effects. But so, yeah, maybe this might help. Yeah, all right, thank you.
Brilliant stuff. Really enjoyed all of that tonight. That concludes my duties, and I just about managed it without autocue result. Thank you so much for having me. It's been really good to be out of the studio tonight. Talking to real people, face-to-face, has been lovely. Huge congratulations to all the winners, and of course your films are now nominated at national level, so good luck to all of you. I'm sure you'll all go on to do great things. Keep in touch, please, as well. We could do with some of your films on Spotlight and showcase what you can do, which is amazing. And just remember, whatever you do, I'd say, because I'm a bit long in the tooth now, it was a long time ago I was doing this sort of stuff, enjoy every moment. Winning awards is wonderful, but just enjoy the journey, be proud of what you produce, which you clearly are, and make a little money along the way maybe as well. But believe you can when people say you can't. Television does matter, you've proved that tonight. And now I'm off with Freddie. Thank you very much.
That was smooth. Okay, you're all winners to me. I don't just say that, and also well done to your extremely hardworking, talented, and underpaid lecturers. Who've played some part in your journey, I'm sure. Self-clap. Well done. Yeah, this is the clap bit. Okay, Victoria, thank you very much for hosting an amazing awards ceremony. It does get better every year. It's been really great to have you here. You're quite good at this. Here's me going off script. I won't do it. You should do it for. Okay, a few thank yous to finish off, then you can go. Okay, so to our, some of you can go. So to our amazing judging panels for donating their precious time and offering a wealth of experience to all our entries. You're brilliant. Thank you to our wonderful event sponsor, Trio, as well as our amazing award sponsors. Without your support, this event couldn't go ahead. Crowd applause. If anyone would like more information about joining the RTS, please grab the lovely Jane Hudson, who's waving it down here, and she's just said that. She can give you more info, although, quite frankly, if you don't know what the RTS is and you're not a member by now, then for shame. I would love to invite you all down here, finish this sentence, but I don't think the stage would take it. So as you all leave, winners, please could you make your way down to the stage for a lovely group photo. Everyone else, you don't have to. Go and grab yourself a drink and some noodles, of course, and enjoy the band. And thank you, everyone. Have a lovely evening.